name is Jamieson. I'm a product manager at Norco Bicycles, and I'm here today to talk about the Sight and Optic. The intended use for Sight is all mountain. It's 150 mil travel in the back, 160 mil fork. Take it anywhere without compromise. It's that bike you can ride in the bike park one day, go ride some steep technical loam trails the next. Awesome BC bike, but excels in other trails around the world. This new generation just ups the capability to another level. Optic is a trail bike. It's 125 mil rear travel, 140 fork, but it's an aggressive trail bike. Small in travel, but big in capability. Rips trails, hits jump lines, awesome in technical terrain, and really fun whip and turns on it. It's kind of that do-it-all trail bike, lighter than in the past and more capable. Sight and Optic are available in carbon and aluminum. The carbon frame has a carbon seat stay and chain stay, as well as front triangle. Aluminum uses hydroform tubes and smooth welding. Both frames share a similar industrial design. They share the same hardware, link arm, and overall frame features. Some riders prefer aluminum, some carbon. The choice is yours. We also offer Optic in aluminum now. We didn't offer that in the past. Norco Sight and Optic use VPS HP suspension. It's a trickle down from what we've learned on our downhill bikes and our ranges. We really saw the benefits of rearward axle path and what these bikes could do in rough terrain. It kind of took them to another level. We knew that made sense on Sight and Optic. We were able to do it in a lighter platform, and we were able to work with kinematics, shock tunes, idler placement, and really dial in these bikes around trail and all mountain. Using the iTrack patent, it allowed us to position idlers in different spots and really optimize the bikes around pedaling, eating up bumps, and really making those bikes more capable for their intended use. Our engineering team spent a ton of time working on idler design and material. We've used a new material, a new coating, and a new tooth profile to eliminate chain drops, eliminate noise, and just add longevity to your drivetrain. We also grow chainstay lengths proportionately to the front centers. This is something we've been doing since 2011, just allowing the bikes to fit riders that much better. We also offer steeper seat tubes per frame size, and that's on all optics and all sights. Norco uses Ride Aligned. It's our setup guide that allows you to set up your bike like a pro would set up their bike. Not only setting up your suspension properly, it allows you to get into the details like tire pressure, handlebar width, stem height, all these small details that just give you the perfect ride. No matter what price point you buy of Sight and Optic, get your bike set up like a pro would. Sight and Optic come in 5 frame sizes from 1 to 5. 5 now fitting taller riders up to 6'5", as well as throughout the size range, we offer more overlap in sizing. One of the key details on the new bikes is frame standover. We've added more frame standover for all frame sizes, as well as we use longer dropper seat posts. So on the size 5, we use up to a 240 mil length dropper, and on the size 3 and 4s, 200 mil, which is far longer than a lot of competitors and just gets you that chance to get that seat totally out of the way when you're descending steep terrain. Something we've always addressed, but even at a next level for these new bikes. Sight and Optic were designed around both wheel size options, a mixed wheel, 29, 27.5, or 29er. We know that some riders out there, where they live, how they ride, love 29er. It makes sense. We also love the mixed wheel. We're finding it really playful, whips turns fast, and having a bike that you can experiment with both is awesome. We didn't want any compromise in geometry or kinematics or shock tunes. We just wanted to make sure the bikes work both ways. So with a conversion to the link arm and lower shock mount, it's easy to switch between them. Sight and Optic are designed around high volume air shocks and coil shocks. We also design around more adjustment and better suited for heavier riders. When we spec a coil shock, we use a Sprindex spring, which allows you to fine tune your shock down to 5-pound increments, and that spring will come in the box and be part of our Ride Aligned setup guide. A few other key points with Sight and Optic carbon. We've gone back to threaded bottom brackets. We know that's what the mechanics have asked for. We're now offering that. Internal cable guide tubes also reduce noise and allow mechanics to run cables through the frame that much easier. Some additional details are co-molded protection parts in more locations around the frame to keep your bike quiet. Frames are compatible with UDH, stealth brakes, and the latest suspension. All frame sizes are compatible with water bottles and also offer a small mount under the top tube for tool storage. If you have to choose between Sight and Optic, both are awesome bikes, but really it depends on where you ride, how you ride. If you want more travel, Sight kind of pushes into that bike that's bigger mountain, able to attack steeper terrain, maybe a bike park day here and there. Optic's a little more of a pedaling bike, lighter weight, a little faster and whippy on the turns. Both are awesome, but really depends on your riding style and where you live. We took what we learned on the previous generation Sight and Optic, trained in a lot of key details, made incremental improvements, and really just wanted to make the bikes faster, more capable, so you can have more fun.